a republic, and a heroic people. Our country has successfully overcome all of these circumstances. That is why we would like to convey to you all, the United Nations Secretariat, the presidency of this annual General Assembly, and all ambassadors and representatives of governments, we would like to convey to you all the official results of the report of the UN Special Rapporteur on Sanctions, who visited Venezuela earlier this year for a period of 7 days. She drafted a very objective and reasonable report on the subject of these criminal sanctions, and recommended that they be immediately lifted, and that international law and international humanitarian law be respected, as well as Venezuela's right to freedom, to economic, trade and financial guarantees, and the full enjoyment of the rights to which any sovereign country belonging to the United Nations is entitled. This year, 2021, has also seen Venezuela making remarkable progress in 2 crucial domains: in the inclusive dialogue for peace in our country, and in the holding of the 29th elections in the last 20 years. Elections that are to be held on the 21st of November this year, to elect all regional, municipal and local authorities through the popular vote, as our country's Bolivarian constitution provides for. This year we have begun talks with the business, social, trade and political sectors. We have opted for dialogue, especially through national round-table talks on peace and sovereignty held in Mexico City, with the most recent round held on the 13th of August. These are very important talks. They aim to bring even the most extreme elements of the opposition back to the negotiating table and to the electoral process. Those radical sectors of the opposition who tried a coup d'etat in Venezuela, who facilitated a foreign invasion into our land, and who even planned to assassinate me. I can announce to the United Nations that we have achieved this goal. We have been able to bring these groups back to politics, to the Constitution, and to the electoral process. And now, with the support of the government of President López Obrador in Mexico, and with the invaluable diplomatic support provided by the Kingdom of Norway, with the direct presence of the government of the Russian Federation, and the assistance of the Netherlands, we are implementing a comprehensive agenda, enabling us to make headway in our social and economic recovery, in our whole country's recovery through dialogue. I would like to thank the Secretary-General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, for his support to the talks in Mexico, and I would like to request the entire United Nations to get behind these talks in Mexico so that we can reach new agreements, including a comprehensive agreement to strengthen peace, sovereignty, prosperity and comprehensive recovery in Venezuela. This is what I am requesting. and I'm very grateful for your support. Venezuela will follow this same approach to prioritize dialogue in international fora as well. When it comes to the issue of climate change, as we have said frequently in the relevant bodies, we urgently require a practical and verifiable way to curb greenhouse gas emissions, to combat the warming of the seas, and to address all natural disasters resulting from climate change. We need verifiable and effective measures to prevent the environmental balance of the Earth from being knocked out of kilter. Recent years have shown us the dangers. We even saw widespread flooding here in New York, the host city of the United Nations. And we have also seen fires and floods in India, China, Spain, and Venezuela. We have seen major droughts in the south of South America. The Paraná River dried up completely, which has never been seen before. We must demand that the most powerful governments in the world undertake effective measures to reduce global warming, to curb greenhouse gas emissions, and to give people hope in the face of a truly worrying and tragic situation for many on this earth. Undoubtedly, it is the United Nations system. It is the path of multilateralism and international law that must be strengthened, as well as the sovereignty that people bravely exercise pursuant to international law. We need to build a new world that is already emerging in Africa, Asia, Latin America and the Caribbean, and the United States of America, a new world born again, to put an end to the old hegemonies, to put an end to some people's attempt to become the world's policemen and judges. This is the age of freedom, sovereignty, and independence. A new world needs a new United Nations organization, a new UN, so that we can all act in solidarity, and so that we can all take the necessary rightful steps towards a new community, the new world. This new world is what Venezuela is clamoring for. Thank you very much, representatives of governments and authorities of the United Nations. Thank you very much.